with that floor uniform for both these franchises. Wood kicks a corner. Daniel Tice leaks out rebound. Russell Westbrook.
Well, they force that kind of action. The way the Lakers play defense there, they're going to be in trouble all evening.
Quick kick into the corner. Bigs will pull up. Uncontested. Rebound to another veteran, Eric Gordon. He's been staying healthy. Of course, he shared this floor, this arena with DJ DeAndre Jordan a few years back in the Clippers. That's going to be a big balance. Eric Gordon argues his case. Not going to get anywhere.
It was definitely Eric that touched it last, but I think he's probably asking where was the contact and the foul.
With the mentorship, the leadership role that he will bring to this team. Steven Silas' squad. Russ wanders in, drive. Not going to get there, and Tice, he gets hit in the face. So Christian Wood, it happened to him, and now Tice takes the brunt of it. All of a sudden, there's a scoop trying to score. Down goes Porter Jr. Tice fouls LeBron before they get up numbers coming back the other way.
Porter Jr. with his palms facing the ceiling, he's begging. But you're a youngster. You're not going to get those calls, man.
Third year, 21 years of age, Kevin Porter. Remember about a year or so ago, he had 50 in a game against Milwaukee. Kevin Porter, 50 and 11 assists back on April 29th of last season.
You know, it's rare that the Lakers, when they play here at Staples on the scoreboard on the end zones, they're always on the left. I think the Lakers are on the right.
Yeah, inverted. What is the strength?
One of the first times I've seen that.
Leon Howard underneath. Davis can't finish. Boy, he was underneath. He kind of took a back seat to others offensively the other night. And an off night, only had 15 points. Porter again hits the heel. Good rebound by Avery Bradley. He went good. Got that one.
A better box out by LeBron on time.
Monk nearly runs right into that one. Took a couple of steps and missed. Malik played, what, 4 minutes the other night?
Yeah, I think what happened, he had a bad defensive assignment once and didn't have the right play call on it.
Yeah.
And I think they kind of punished him for that.
It was a doghouse, so to speak, where he can do damage, and they strip it away from AD. So they've solved the Davis mystery up to this point. Gordon, he attacks, scoop pass underneath, and that time LeBron got a hand on it, knocked it out of bounds.
That's where those strong hands have to be. When you have the ball in your hands, you have to be able to keep control. As the Lakers showing good defense, good hands without fouling and starting to fast break opportunities.
Lakers 2-2 here at home. Overall in the year, a -1 point differential. This has the second worst in the conference point differential. Here it is behind the back. Wood, that's a big guy out. Avery Bradley overcomes AD. Down he goes for the first time tonight.
Well, your last line of defense is your big generally in that time. Anthony Davis patrolling the paint, gets called for the foul. That'll send Christian Wood to the free throw line. Avery Bradley trying to make a play, and then there's AD who gets the foul call and very close to being upended.
And Christian Wood, who's their leading scorer, just under 20 points, shooting about 47%, a 6-year veteran. And while we have a moment, here's a word from Carl's Jr.
The new hot honey hand-breaded chicken lineup, only at Carl's Jr. Feed your happy.
Wood makes the first of 2.
Led this team in points, rebounds, blocks, and double-doubles last year. There's John Wall still on the roster. Remember, he was involved in the Westbrook trade from Washington. They're working on trading him still.
And he doesn't want to be there. And he said that. I'm sure they're trying to accommodate him, but they want a little something in return.
I want to see Daniel House either tonight. Spin score by LBJ.
And he did that against a shot blocker. That was a nice play. Very nice drop step by LeBron.
LeBron James, 8 minutes, that's his first bucket. Also has a couple of rebounds, 3 assists. Getting into the paint, Christian Wood off the glass to score. Early paint point, 6-4. Houston on top. The Lakers lead by 7. They just lead 9. Houston led right from the get-go by 1. We have 3 quick lead changes. LeBron back to the basket. In good shape. Now Bazemore will wander in. Tough shot, but he's going to go to the line and shoot too as he gets bailed out a little bit.
Get another look at LeBron on the last trip down when he was working against Christian Wood. Nice sell the middle, drops that baseline, and gets to hoop. Very nice play by LeBron James.
Well, you hear the cheering, and that's because this crowd is completely fallen in love with Carmelo Anthony. Doesn't mean that they don't love Austin Reeves too, or Russ, but every time Melo has made his initial appearance in any game, a huge cheer from the sellout crowd.
He's been so good here at Staples, especially. I mean, he's been really almost not single-handedly, but responsible for a couple of the wins here at Staples Center.
18th time in his career that he knocked out at least 6 threes. He had 24 points, was 9 for 12 overall, and 6 for 8 from downtown. And also, just to add a little bit, he had 5 rebounds in that game. Free throw time for Bays. Lakers, early year, 72.5%. Still in the bottom third of the NBA shooting free throws. First quarter action, 3.5 to play in it. Halloween night at Staples Center. Rockets, the 2-game set. We'll see him again on Tuesday. Open is Wood. The fake by Anthony, and he fought on it. He went all the way to score.
Yeah, you almost want to invite him to show that he can make a few of those.
Quick shot at the other end.
Well, he was fouled. He's trying to get a shooting foul, but that was fouled on the floor.
Again, a good bounce back by the Lakers the other night in front of the 18-9-9-7 after they had given up that 26-point lead, just a debacle at OKC. Laker offense has been fine. 3rd most points per game, best in the West, but they still allow the 3rd most, and they're going up against a high-paced team. Carmelo!
That's why he's a favorite here. He makes his first one from distance. I don't know if that can be credited with a 3.
I think his foot might have been on the line. It was a 3. It was a 3. Now stolen away by AD. Coast to coast.
Well, that's great defensive pressure that allowed AD to shoot the gap. They did a great job on Eric Gordon, forced him to stumble a bit, and the ball was rolling free. AD in the middle of the action picks it up and goes the distance. But this crowd, again, in love with Carmelo Anthony as he knocks down his first, and then the steal by AD off to the races.